overcoming bitterness and finding peace and forgiveness. Bitterness is something that can kill you. Bitterness is something that comes from like a pain or disappointment in something or someone. Bitterness will make you sick. It can make you die. The effects of bitterness can be so severe. It robs you from being healed. And so we are to learn the steps to forgiveness, working on our emotional well-being. Those are things that will get us out of being bitter. If we should ask the question, what is bitterness? It's anger or frustration against others. At a particular situation, it festers and it will lead up to you being angry. Do you know the story of Cain and Abel? I would say that takes us to the place of being bitter. Cain, the firstborn, he slew his brother Abel because he was angry against him. That anger had to be at the highest level for you to kill somebody with a stone. For you to kill somebody because you're so angry against them. We become angry and bitter against people for various reasons. And I think when we hear about bitterness, most time we tend to think of relationship. I think that's one of the biggest areas people become bitter, because in a relationship you invest in it, you give it your everything, and then one of the party may hurt the other. I'm not going to say the male hurt the female, because it could be the other way around. So somebody hurt somebody, and this is something that continues. And so you become angry, you become resentful, you become bitter, you don't want to see them. You're praying for the worst thing to happen. You're hoping the worst thing will happen against them. And you're building up this wall and this rage against the individual. I'm saying to you this morning that it's not good for you. You are hurting you, not the individual. You are saying to yourself that, okay, I'm going to be bitter against it. You're not going to particularly say the words, I'm going to be bitter, but your actions will speak like that. So it means you are settling for the wrong thing. It's like you're waiting, you're anticipating for the negative part, this person to go down on the negative part because of how they hurt you. I'm saying it doesn't have to be that way. And so we speak at length in our live stream this morning about bitterness and some of the things we can do to overcome. The word of the Lord, according to Ephesians 4 verse 31 and 32, said, let all bitterness and wrath and anger and clamor and evil speaking be put away from you with all malice. The Bible said we should put it away. And you should be kind, tender-hearted, forgiving one another. They're not worth your forgiveness, not true? No, that is they're not worth it. Esau and Jacob, that story. Jacob was a liar. He was a cheat. He was a deceiver. He was a trickster. His brother found it in his heart to forgive him. God forgave him for all the things he did. Am I speaking to you this morning? Am I speaking to you today? You didn't get that promotion that you should have gotten. And so you hate your boss. You're bitter against your boss. You can't take them. You can't stand them. That's how we're talking now. That's how we speak well in Jamaican language. Me can't take them. Me can't stand him. Me can't stand her. We didn't go drop dead. That's how we talk. I'm saying to us this morning, whatever time you're watching this, don't let it override you. How do we overcome it? We do it by forgiving. The Bible says forgiving 70 times 7. That's a lot of time. One situation, that's 407 sevens 49, 490 times. Can you imagine? So I want you to feel that inner peace. I want you to experience that inner peace, that personal growth, that mindfulness. I want you to experience it. How do I cope with bitterness? How do I get over it? One of the things that worked for me was talking about it. Forgiveness is not something that was easy to do, but I personally had to do it for me. You're not for doing it for the person. You're doing it for yourself. Forgive, let go, move on. Do you think forgiveness is for the person? Let me know in the comment section. Do you think forgiveness is for the person? Do you think forgiveness is essential for healing? Do you think forgiveness is essential for healing? Share your own thoughts on how do we overcome bitterness? What do you think we can do? We talked, persons talk about it in my live stream this morning about praying. What are the other things we can do? Leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and go ahead, and if you have not yet subscribed and this is content you're interested in, you can consider doing so. Until then, I'll see you the next time. I generally like to leave a question before I go. The question for the day is, what did Job have all over his body? According to Job 2 verse 7. What did Job have all over his body? He was not bitter. He was not resentful because of all the situations that he'd been through. He could have, but he chose not to. So can you. You can make that decision. If your answer in the comment section is painful sores, you are indeed correct. Until next time, it's bye for now. Take care.